Ray and Soan have gone at it. Like, this should be good.
Should definitely be very good. And we're going to get the Palutena Ike, not the Joker.
Yeah, no.
Put that thing away.
I definitely don't want to see Ray's Joker.
You're definitely going to see Ray's Joker game 2.
I don't think we should. I think Ray's Palutena is serviceable in this situation. But I also think, like, Soan is just good. I don't know if character switches might assist. I think this is just two Titans duking it out.
Ooh, catches him with that up air. That was really smart. What a mad lad play.
Yo, 0 IQ options, still smart sometimes.
I love when a big brain player does a dumb option, because it's like, hey, I can do that too. And then the bad players wonder, why is it not working?
I brought this up earlier about Soan's play, where 85% of it is super well-practiced, well-spaced aerials, knowing the follow-ups, having a good idea of how to use your character. The other 15 is swinging like a gorilla. I feel like this is a good matchup for, like, exemplifying that style of play. Because if you know how to space around Palutena, you're living for a while. Because then that's just, like, it's a good footsies battle. It's a good battle for showing, like, how well you understand, like, your danger zone and your opponent's danger zone.
Yeah, Ray was able to put on like 100% right off the bat, and then Soan just answered back, and he takes the first stock here after Ray has such a dominant opening in this game. Ray responds with the Nair.
Yeah, you'll see that a lot. I feel like the back and forth is going to be pretty common between these two.
All right, here we go. The train begins.
Especially on PS2. Like, this is a stage that just facilitates degenerate lateral combos. Like, Nair chains, forward air pressure from both ends. Like, damage is bound to build easily. I think it's just once the damage is built up, that's where a lot of the interest in this particular matchup is going to find itself.
Yeah.
Because hit for hit, Ike is hitting Palu much harder. Like, his hits matter much more. And while Ray is doing a great job of juggling with up air, it's those offstage attacks that are really going to lead into the kill more. Mind you, that's also where you're going to find a lot more of the danger.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Oh, the Aether. No. Every time he Aethers at the ledge, I'm just like, someone's gonna get hit by that. All right. Forward tilt puts him back off stage. Soan able to go over Ray, but not allowing to stay on the ground for too long. All right, snaps perfectly to the ledge. Ray had the option of him going high covered with the counter.
Yeah, even though Soan is very good at piloting Ike, like, his movement options are only so variable. And Ray has a good sense of where he needs to be to punish that linear movement.
He's staying alive here. Ray had the platform and just coming straight on the stage cover there. Just fishing for that back here, forcing him to the ledge. He's just able to read that get up and just hit him with that shield. Get him out of heat.
Now, as I remember correctly, this is a matchup in particular that Soan doesn't like.
Most people don't like this matchup in New York.
I mean, that is very
Tri-State.
true, but I think it's just the character matchup as a whole, like, isn't the most fun.
Nah, yeah. Playing Palu can be a bit of a drag. So, we'll see, though, how Soan adapts here. All right. Here we go on to Smashville for this second game. Doesn't get the third Nair there.
Like I said, in the current update, like, you shouldn't see too many Nairs. It should be Nair up air.
Ray's doing a really good job of not letting Soan land.
It's probably Ike's, like, starkest weakness. So, if you have tools to abuse it, you gotta use them. And I feel like that should be very apparent with the way that this set is played out so far, because Ray's using much more up air than you typically see from Palutena.
Yeah.
And that's not a style choice. That's just being very aware of where Ike's faults lie as a character.
Oh yeah, Ray has definitely been showing that he knows this matchup, despite him, I don't think, playing Ike often. I can't think of any Ikes he would play quite often.
It would just be Mega, right?
Yeah, but Mega doesn't come out as often as he used to. He's coming out more often, but he was busy with school. So. Plus, there's a bunch of Ikes upstate where he farms, but.
Yeah, I don't expect much farming. Sour spot of the dare. Unfortunate for Soan. Not able to net that early kill.
Alright. Ray's got him off stage. Tries to catch them with the Nair. Soan able to make it back Nair into back air. And
Great
gets
timing.
it!
He even reads the high read. I think even Soan was surprised he got that one. I don't think I've ever seen up air from Ike low profile that way. Up throw?
I don't know.
Wow, okay.
Ike is a heavy young lad.
I think Kyle also expected the mix-up because you don't often see Palu up throw. That's not a thing, even on the platform of Smash.
Yeah, he just up B straight through that back here. Oh, all right, Ray needs to get a protect. Very smart. Goes for the bounce, man. Gorilla.
I think that was actually a really smart option that time. A little bit less gorilla. Like, he landed perfectly with quick draw and just went into like a really strong low profile option. He knew at the percentage get that hand, he wasn't going to be getting anything with down tilt. And given the lead that Soan has, percentage is what matters.
Dash attack. Nope, not yet. Oh!
Who the hell does that?
Soan!
What kind of hitbox is
You
that
sponsored this man!
Hey, listen, just because I did doesn't mean that he's allowed to do things like that. That's just weird. That's not even a bad option. It was actually really smart, but it's weird.
It is quite weird.
Like, have you ever watched aerial eruption land?
On a human being?
Yeah, no, that's what you do to a level 3 CPU when you're farming out some achievement. Like, that's not normal. That doesn't happen.
I don't know what to say about it. That was definitely a mad lad play. But it worked. But here we go, Kalos. Game 3.
I don't know how I feel about this stage pick. While I think it's a really good one for Ray, I know Soan is very comfortable on it as well.
Alright, pushes him off stage. Gets the counter. He goes behind him. That was smart.
Not only did he opt to cross up with Aether, but he also turned himself around so that he could still grab if need be, but wasn't putting the hitbox forward so he could avoid the counter.
Yeah. Alright, and Ray on this platform and at this ledge. Not the place he wants to be. Soan doing a good job just keeping him on that one side. Not allowing Ray to regain control, but here we go. Ray gets that grab and tries to land on that damage, but doesn't get the forward air. Soan able to just start laying on this damage.
He's trying to find the follow-up, but Ray's doing a really good job of landing. I feel like that's more the reason why he chose this stage than anything else. It's just so much space.
He gets that Nair and the up air confirm. Just able to take that first stock away from Ray. Ooh, gets the parry into the grab. Ray's got to do something here to get rid of this stock real quick, I feel like, before Soan is able to start running away with this damage lead.
Yeah, no, that's how game 2 went so far away from Ray.
Alright.
I'm actually surprised with how minus forward tilt was on shield. I figured Ray would have been able to do something.
Yeah. Alright, that Nair's still not enough. Oh, doesn't get the grab.
Small serving of spaghetti, but it's going to be Soan who picks the situation back up.
Yeah, and
he lay down the
puts
damage.
on 40 damage right off the bat right there. So this is where Ray doesn't want to be. Every time Soan gets in, he's laying on even more damage, but he gets that down throw into up air. And this is still pretty close. Ray's just 2 exchanges away from evening this up.
He's going to get his early 30, and we should be seeing that now.
There it is.
Yeah. So 38 right out the gate. Now it's a bit more of a read-heavy situation before he can at least even up the percentages.
Yeah. And Ray's brought this back real quickly. Yeah, it's pretty even at this point right now. All right.
Ooh.
All right, that get up attack. Smart.
Almost catching with the up air. Would have been deadly. But
Back throw, not enough yet. Throws out the explosive flame.
I love the reverse forward tilt out of the quick draw landing.
Yeah.
Just that quick stay off me.
All right, let's see if Soan's able to keep Ray here at the ledge. Which is what Soan was doing well earlier in this game. Just not allowing Ray to get this understage, and he's just able to hit him with that forward tilt.
You know, one thing I actually really like out of the way that Soan is trying to pressure Ray in this situation is take note how he keeps his back to Ray at those higher percentages. Not just so he can threaten with back air and then turn around forward tilt, but also he's trying to hit with late hit up air.
Yeah.
Which I think is brilliant. Nonetheless, Ray does a quick job of turning the match back to even, but it is last stock situation for both players.
Yeah. But I don't think the nerfs will come in with these two. And the downer!
All right, can turn into a Twitch clip. That's one way to end the set.
Well,
good job on Ray picking up the pieces for that set. Ends it out 2-1 and is going to move on to fight Suarez.
ooh.